Well, here's the first mistake of the day. I am on a prescription map. It is trying to plant 26,000 right here. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and you're watching Triple R Farms, and it is Tuesday, June the 6th, and yeah, if you watched the last video, it probably looked a little bit different than my normal videos. We were using the new camera, and yes, we're still using the new camera, but at the end of the video, I said I wasn't going to know how all these clips looked till I sat down that night to edit them, and boy, were they shaky. I'm talking about big time. So I did the best I could on editing it, but I would guess I was just used to the GoPros having such good stabilization compared to this camera right here, and I was slinging this camera all over the place and it was pretty daggum shaky. So I did figure out the stabilization setting was not set to the highest on this camera, and I know not to sling it around anymore, so we're going to see if we can do a better job on these next videos. We're still going to use this camera for a couple more videos, see if we can get it figured out. So just bear with me on this with the new camera. Also, while I have your attention, if you didn't know that we have a website to sell merchandise, so if you want some Triple R Farms visors, hats, t-shirts, we got all kind of different colors, and what's pretty cool is most of them are made in the United States. Should have a link up here above my head, and I always put a link to our website in the description after every video. So now that I said all that, let's get to the video and figure out what we got on tap for today. So here's what we got on tap for today. I'm gonna be back on the sprayer, obviously. I got one field over there in the valley where they're planting soybeans. I gotta go spray. Then we're gonna be swapping chemicals. We're gonna be going up to Haygood. I got some cotton up there that looks pretty nasty, so we're gonna be getting that sprayed, and then eventually we're going to be back in the valley. I've got two trailers that's got some fertilizer in it. I need to get the two trailers empty, so we're going to be trying to offload them onto here and get them sprayed in the valley. Dad is running around at Gray Rocks right now. That pivot cut off for some reason last night, and also the pivot in the Togaville. We had a hydraulic hose leak on it. So anyway, he's going to fix that pivot over there too, and hopefully he'll get both of those running. And then he's coming back to the valley, and he's going to get on his planter and go back to planting soybeans. So everybody else is going to be just keeping me and Dad going today. So that's what we got going on. Sit back and enjoy the video, and hopefully it won't be as shaky. We'll see. So I just got through over there in the valley. Now we're ready to go clean out a little bit. We're going to be swapping chemicals. We're going to be going to Haygood. Like I said, we're going to be spraying some cotton. But while I was driving by the hay barn right here, I noticed something green out here in the field. Have not seen this ever before in my life as a crop for Triple R Farms. Let's take a look. So y'all see those green strips? Kind of looks like corn. That right there is grain sorghum. I don't know the exact variety, but I do know that it's BH genetics, so I'll have to look it up and I'll get back with y'all. But never seen this before on our farm. Hope it does good. Looks kind of like corn when it comes up. We were shooting for 110,000 plants per acre. Anyway, I think it looks good. Looks like it's got a good stand, off to a good start. Feels good and clean, no weeds, everything's dead, no grass. So yeah, I think we're ahead of the game on the grain sorghum right now. But anyway, I thought y'all would like to take a look at it while I was going by. I'll give you an update on Dad. He is not having any luck over there at Gray Rocks or Otaugaville. Went to Otaugaville, that was the pivot that had the hydraulic leak. Anyway, went over there, ended up finding some more pipe that he needed to replace. So that's gonna have to be done tomorrow. He's not gonna waste any more time on that pivot. Went to Gray Rocks. The pump on the river was running. The motor out in the field, the generator was running, but the pivot was not moving. Tried to reverse it, do a couple of things, restart it. Anyway, must have a flat tire out there somewhere on a tower, or maybe one of the towers has gotten stuck. So he had to give up on that one too because he's trying to get back to his planter. So James is gonna go back over there. He's gonna take some diesel and he's gonna go ahead and fill up the tanks over there at Gray Rocks on the pivots. And then he's gonna walk down to the field and see if he can find maybe what's going on with the pivot while it's not walking. If it is a flat tire or something like that, see if he can locate which tower it is, so we know what we've got to deal with when we go back over there tomorrow. So, update on the irrigations was not good. All right, since we're gonna be swapping the cotton, here's what we're gonna be putting out. Roundup Power Max. We're gonna stick with a quart to the acre of that. Next on the list is Staple. This is really good on morning glories and stuff like that, which we got a lot of that out there. And we got some nut grass that should take care of. So I think we're going with 2.5 ounces to the acre of that. And last thing we're gonna add in there is our Schaefer's wet saw. That's our surfactant. And that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this recipe on the cotton on this trip. You want to go take a look at the cotton? See what it looks like? Let's do it. This is Delta Pine 2141. That is a variety. It was an excellent variety last year, and I hope it'll do the same this year. See these leaves right here? Looks like something was affecting the cotton at some point. What that probably was is thrips. Little bitty teeny tiny insects that'll get on the back side of this leaf. But I don't see any on there now. And then what you do is you look at the newest leaf that's coming out. It looks good and healthy. So that means it is growing out of that stage. Normally you don't have to spray for thrips. Only time you have to spray for them is when you're in really, really dry conditions and the cotton's young and really suffering. You may have to come in there and hit it, but we were getting plenty of rain, so it grew right back out of whatever was affecting it. But anyway, that's it. This is our row spacing is on 36 inches. I have a lot of people ask where from that row to that row is 36 in between, and we're at 36,000 seed per acre is what we shoot for on our cotton. But cotton looks good and healthy. I don't see anything wrong except a little thrip damage, but other than that I don't see anything active on the leaves, so we are good to go. I know we're kind of in a little dry spell right now, but cotton is a very drought tolerant plant, so we're not worried about it. It will just sit there and hold on and wait on that next rain, and once you get that next rain, it'll just take back off growing. So I got 2 more fields to do up here at Haygood. Then we're gonna grab some pizza at the gas station on the ride back to the valley, and then we're gonna get on that fertilizer. Thursday morning, guys, and I think I'm finally gonna get a break from the sprayer. We are headed over in the valley right now to plant some soybeans. Dad is already over here at his tractor. We're gonna meet him over here. He's gonna go over a few things that he's got basically wrong with his planter. He's gonna show me what I need to do to make the thing work. And then we're gonna plant some beans. First time this year that I've been on the planter, so I'm pretty pumped. While I do that, he's gonna go over to Toggleville and try to fix that hydraulic leak with James. And they are gonna actually try to get that pivot going over there and making it water. But when he gets back, yes, we will be back on the sprayer, but at least I'll get a break. Also, we got the airplane is gonna be putting out some fungicide on all our corn. It's putting out Veltima. And then it's also going to be putting in a product called Locomotive. So that'll be going on today also. So anyway, hopefully we'll have a productive day, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. And yeah, let's go plant some beans. I get the nice tractor today. It's even got a refrigerator right here. How about that? It's got massaging seats, top and bottom. It's got heated and air conditioned seats. Yeah, this is a nice one. Well, here's the first mistake of the day. I am on a prescription map. It is trying to plant 26,000 right here. We want to be on 120,000. Okay. There we go. Alright, that looks a lot better. Doing the inrows right now. I know this windshield is dirty, but I'll get y'all some better video. Just making sure everything's working right first, then we'll get some cool shots. Just about out of seed, so the next thing we'll be doing is filling up. Let's fill up the planter. think I finally got everything just like I like it. Everything looks good on the screens. Just took me a couple rows to get everything dialed in, but we are planting some soybeans. So yes, I know the field looks pretty nasty. It's got some weeds and grass, but I've already sprayed it with my rogator, so everything is already starting to die. So you come back over here next week, everything should be dead, should look clean. Wow, that's loud. Everything should look clean, and hopefully the beans will be up. But I'm gonna show y'all a couple things that we look at while we're planting. Since this is the first time in the planter, I'm gonna show you what all these screens are, what the displays are showing us. Okay, so we'll start with this screen first. This is just the John Deere tractor screen. This is just showing you your hydraulics and stuff. Those settings. It's got a camera on the back. Pretty much nothing to do here. Once you crank it up in the mornings, you pull these hydraulic levers back, get those going and set. You pretty much don't do anything on that screen right there. This is obviously the guidance screen right here. This is Trimble. We use Trimble guidance. That's the only thing I got going on right here. It is showing you your spray. That's what we're putting out in furrow. That's what that is. Alright, the last one over here is the actual planter monitor. This is a 2020 seed sense. So you got your population. It's a little haywire, but when you're putting that heavy a population, sometimes it doesn't read quite right. I'd rather be on the high side than low. There's the soil temp. That's the furrow, that's the moisture in the ground. We're at 30% moisture in the furrow, which is pretty good. All the seed should come up with that moisture. And there's all our rows. So, then the last thing over here we're looking at, this works, our Martin-Till row cleaners. We've got it where an air system on there where we can actually lift them up. That's those little bitty scratchers you see out in front of the planter, silver wheels. Anyway, we can actually put a little bit of down pressure if we want to on them, or we can raise them up out of the way. This right here is the furrow force precision. It also works off air, and that's basically what's closing up the furrow. It's the little wheels on the very back you'll see that close up the crack where the seed went in the furrow. So that's pretty much it. We got the iPad recording everything, and there is the tour. Yeah, it's a lot slower pace than spraying. A lot slower. Well, it is time to fill up with in-furrow liquid. Man, look at all these bugs. Alright guys, it looks like my time on the planting tractor has come to an end. Yes, I will be back on the sprayer the rest of the afternoon. laying by some soybeans, but at least I got a little time on the tractor to plant some soybeans, and it's a nice change of pace. So it was relaxing. I really enjoyed it, and at least I got to plant something this year. But yeah, as for this video, we are done. Don't forget, if you want any Triple R Farms merchandise, should be a link up here, and there's always a link in the description, so go check it out if you want. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one, and hopefully the camera quality was a little bit better than the last video on this one, but we'll see once I edit it. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you want to do me a favor, click the thumb. That means you like the video. It helps out our channel. And if you want to subscribe, click the Triple R Farms logo up there. Other than that, guys, we're out. See you on the next one.